Let us pray. Lord God, we just thank you so much for today, for tonight, for this group of women who, again, we have just found a rhythm together where we're moving forward and helping more people. And I am grateful for that. I'm grateful for these women and how they push me to be a better leader and to always be growing. And I pray for all of the people that we're going to impact over the next 10, 15 days of this month, that you would just help them to be ready, that you would, this is a big step, saying yes to our own health as moms and husbands and workers and everything. And I just pray that you would get them ready for this, that you would let them feel confident reaching out to us, and that you would give us favor. We just thank you so much. We pray that tonight's call would be really, really good and we leave here encouraged. Amen. Yay. You guys, is Hunter here yet? She may still be bebopping in the group.
Feeling it in the event.
Thank you, Hunter, for crushing the event. Hunter. You guys, if you weren't able to kind of check it out as it was going, it's going to be really helpful if you go back in there over the next 24 hours, drop before and afters in the comments where it's relevant, tag people. If you're, if you've been talking, like there's a customer, I'm like, I'm going to tag her in the balance post. Okay. We've been talking about that. If you have customers that don't yet know about these products, add them to the group, tag them in those things. It's going to be really, really helpful for you. But y'all, what we can't do is just invite people and think that the group's going to do itself. Right? The group is only as successful as we kind of make it. And so this is where you've got to come in, send reminders. I probably won't send them tonight, but tomorrow I'm going to follow up with all the people I invited today, hopefully. We'll talk about that later. And yeah, y'all just way to go working your business during the busiest time of year. I have to brag real quick, and then I'm going to kick it to Meredith because she's going to keep us on structure. But something really cool happened earlier this week, and 2 different people reached out sidelines just saying like, I see that you've earned Punta Cana, Tracy, and I see that you developed a gold last month. They did like a shout out in the Jewel call. What are you doing? Because ain't none of that happening over here for me. And I just got to share with a lot of people about this community that we've created. And I was messaging Meredith. I actually called her and we talked about it, just how incredible it is that we've created this community where hard work is celebrated, where quick results aren't the main thing, where people are showing up and working businesses consistently with a big picture vision. And y'all, there's so much frustration right now because this economy is impacting everything. Inflation is impacting everything. And there's a lot of frustration, a lot of fear surrounding the holidays and traveling and gifts, right? And that can kind of come out in frustration. And what I want you to know is this is what people now are just starting to see the need for. They're just starting to see the need for it. And I'm here celebrating Meredith and myself a little bit that we saw this 2.5 years ago when we started talking about this. It wasn't like we waited for the bottom to fall out and then we were like, oh shoot, what can we do? Right? It's that foresight. And what's really funny is I've seen it in other people, but I never saw it as clearly in myself or Meredith as I did this past week. I was just like, man, like that was so much foresight. And so I just want to say like, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this. And like, this community would be nothing without y'all. And yes. I just think it's really cool that now Meredith and I are getting to have conversations with other people and say like, hey, this is what we've done. And 2 different people were like, yeah, I've partnered with a sideline. Like, yeah, I partnered with this person I met on the cruise, right? Like, I just see it. And I think it's really cool that we've kind of been here and we've got this. And so just know, like, we got something real good, you guys. on that note, the point of tonight is that you feel equipped, Meredith.
I think too, and I'm so glad you started with this, because I think this is the perfect thing to start with. I think so often we overestimate what we can accomplish in 6 months or a year, and we underestimate what we can accomplish in 5 years or 10 years. And like you hear people talk about that, right? And we've talked a lot about this idea of like the wave of momentum coming, and how like you can't be still sitting on the beach when the wave comes, like you have to like be in the water. And over like since we started growing to Jewel a little over 2 years ago, and we have had some smaller waves of momentum. We've had like individual teams that have had some waves of momentum, but we have not had a massive like corporate wide wave of momentum like what we saw in 2020, like what we saw in 2018. Like we just haven't had that. And when I sit and look across this screen and I think about all of the people that are in the ocean ready to catch the wave, like I get giddy, like truly, honestly giddy. Because when, not if, when that comes, y'all are going to be ready for it, because you're doing the things, right? Not just doing the like sending the messages, not just posting and praying, but like you're doing the hard work that is changing your mindset. Yeah. You're doing the hard work that is learning how to lead it better, learning how to have difficult conversations, learning how to get uncomfortable, learning how to grow and stretch. And like, those are the things that lead to legacy businesses. And I believe that each of you can and will have that legacy business, and you're building that legacy business now. And so I truly do get giddy when I think about what that will look like. Okay. So yeah, right? Like I just look at this and I think like, okay, 5 years from now, 2 years from now, 10 years from now, how many of us are there going to be at Emerald Extravaganza? How many of us are there going to be on the next cruise? Right? Like I do truly get giddy. And I know sometimes what we do is challenging. And I know that the economy does make things more difficult for us. Like we're all seeing that, right? Like I think we would be lying if we said we weren't seeing that. My grocery bill is astronomical, right? And when I feel that, other people feel that, right? So I know that is there, and we are all wading through that together. But hear me say, it will not always be there like that. Yeah. Right? And you guys are doing what it takes, and that makes me really excited. Okay. We wanted to talk tonight about Black Friday. Let me first say, and I want you to put a 1 in the comments. Okay. I want you to put a 1 in the comments if you're excited about Black Friday, because I am pumped about what they are giving us. This is my 8th Black Friday with Plexus. 1 year we got free shipping. You remember that? #lame. So like the fact that they're literally, I know, do you remember that, Tracy? Like we were like, what? And we found out like Wednesday night, like it was not great.
I do remember that.
So
I think I had suppressed that one.
Right. You had forgotten about that one. It has just so far back. The fact that they are giving a free reset to any new VIP with a 100 PD order is ridiculous. Ridiculous. And Genevieve said, I finally got to watch the Jewel call, and Genevieve said, like, we are not doing this again for a really, really long time. Right. So like, we need to capitalize on it. Right. I am beyond excited about what they're doing. I love that they literally came up with this like this week. Not the reset part, I don't think, but the balance part, because they saw what was happening in the field and they said, we're going to work with our ambassadors here and we're going to pivot and we're going to create the combo they're asking for. So this special like triplex balance combo they created because they were listening to the field. How incredible is that? That we have executives that are listening to us in that way, right? So I think all of those things are incredible. And y'all, the double business building bonuses. How many of you guys are excited to get some extra cash in your wallet, like in a week? Right? Like, if we can get some people signed up like immediately, you're getting cash within like a week. And that's incredible, right? And what I love is that they are like directly rewarding you double for your work. And like it's not like you have to sign 3 to get anything special, right? Like however many you sign, you get double for. And I love that. So I feel like we've got some confusion because the chat's kind of blowing.
I think what we need to do, because it's been a little bit of a crazy week, Mary Carmen, that's why you don't know this, because
so step 1 is to explain the specials. That was you, Tracy.
Step 1, explain
Step 1, explain the specials.
So here's what we have, you guys. We're going to break this down into a few different things. What do we have for new VIPs coming in? Okay. New VIPs with a 100 PV purchase will get a free
100
3-day
PV.
reset. So 100 PV, not dollars, 100 PV purchase will get a free 3-day reset. Now, Plexus is launching a combo that is triplex and balance, and it gives you an $8 break on the bottle of balance. So that is what we are leading with, you guys. Triplex and balance, and then somebody's going to get the free 3-day reset, okay?
It starts Monday. All of these start Monday and go through the end of the month.
Through the end of the month. So that's new VIPs. They can get that. Now they also have access to the LTOs, but that's kind of what we're leading with for new VIPs. Okay. So now
Hunter's saying something important. That's what I was about to say. In order to do this, you have to add the reset to the cart. So you would you would add your combo to the cart. You would add the reset to the cart. And I think the promo code is reset.
Yes.
It's not a combo, right? Like it's not the triplet reset welcome pack. It's not one of the combos with reset. Like it's like whatever combo they're getting, that's the 100 PV, which is what we would start people with anyways, because that's what qualifies you for the business building bonus and all the things, right? So whatever combo they're getting, and then you're going to add the reset. And like I said, I think the promo code is reset. I'm sure that will be in our email.
The code is reset. You cannot use the Give 10 code with this. So just know that it's one code. Rosabelle, I know that people are asking for clarification on what markets this is for. So we'll let you know ASAP. Okay.
They said on the Ruby call today
that
that Canada was getting triplex and block.
Because y'all don't
apparently their new people cannot get balance.
Okay, cool. I need everybody drop a 2 in the chat if you understand that we are not sharing carts anymore.
I've heard they fixed that. I've not had the issues that you've had.
It is not fixed. Okay, here's what
they said today it was supposed to be fixed.
But here's the problem, okay?
Oh, I hate them.
If you share a cart with somebody, this is what you need to understand. And they deviate from that cart at all. So say you send triplex and reset with reset added and code reset, right? And they're like, oh, I think Meredith mentioned skincare. Let me go look at that real quick. The moment they click out of that queue, the cart is broken.
Interesting.
So it works if they click the link and go straight to it and don't do anything else. But what is happening is the link was broken and then they were like, okay, close that out and click the link again. Well, the link has already been broken in the history.
Interesting.
And so then that link never works. So you guys, I would just say for these purposes, if you don't want to have to be calling customer service and getting it corrected, either call and enroll people the old-fashioned way or get their info and do it for them. Okay, so that's new VIPs. Mary has a question.
New VIPs, they get a free reset with 100 PV. And that starts now, or that starts Monday? That's
Monday,
Black Friday?
Monday. All of
Monday.
this
Thank
starts
you.
Monday.
Thank you.
Okay. What is available for current VIPs and brand ambassadors? Okay. We have the LTOs. It is the Clementine Blackberry, right? Clementine
Mhm.
Blackberry
Mhm.
Active. And there's a combo that has Clementine Blackberry Active, lip scrub, and lip like moisturizer mask all together with a cute beanie. Okay. And you guys need to know this, that will probably sell out Monday. So if you're thinking, I want that, go ahead and kind of get your funds in order this weekend. If you need to, I was gonna say, if you need to go sell plasma, go do it tomorrow. Like truly, like if you need to sell some things on Facebook Marketplace because you want that, don't think it's gonna be there on Friday. It's not going to be. No shame at all, Michelle. That's why I was like, what am I gonna sell? I've got some baby stuff. But like truly get that in order now. Be ready to order that on Monday for yourself. Also, if you have a personal account and like a spouse account, know whose account, like know those things. Where are you going to order it? Who are you going to order it through? That kind of stuff. It will be, everything's Monday, Mary. Everything's Monday. Okay. So that there's going to be a twin pack of the active available for ambassadors and VIPs. I'm sure it's available retail too, but I don't have a lot of retail customers. So, okay. The other thing that's really important, and Meredith touched on it earlier, is double BBBs and double product credits. So this is for VIPs and ambassadors, and it's double 20% of the first purchase. So you are going to make back 40% from the first purchase. Are we understanding this? When you sell a triplex and balance combo, that's 130 PV, you're going to make back $53 from one purchase. If you sell one of the bigger combos that's over $200, you're going to be making over $100 back on that. Y'all, one thing that I would encourage you to do is hop on the phone with people and make sure that you're helping all of the needs that they have in their first order. How many times do you have somebody order like triplex and then 2 days later they're like, oh, I think I do want to reset. Or like, oh, I think I do want the kids combos. Y'all, you're not getting paid on anything but that first order. 20%
In terms of BBBs.
in terms of BBBs.
Yeah.
Well, and pay points. I mean, you wouldn't make
I
that
think you get a retention bonus, but it's 5% versus
the next
40%.
month. Yeah.
So
just do those things. It would also be product credit. If you have somebody who doesn't want to build a business, they can get double product credit. Erin, there are no more welcome packs. They are on the website, but a welcome pack is the same thing as a combo. So like,
So it doesn't matter when we're signing somebody up. It doesn't
Correct.
matter if we choose
No.
a welcome
Correct.
pack or a combo.
no.
correct.
Okay,
They get the water bottle and you get the BBBs either way.
cool.
New VIPs, Mary, yes. So those are kind of all of the things that are in there. Now we're gonna have
And the
strategy-
new VIP or our current customers have access to the LTOs. They also have access to this welcome triplex and
Yeah.
balance combo. So they also have that, but they do not get the free reset. They just have this new special combo that's a discounted price. Okay.
and they have the ability to earn lots of money.
And they have the ability to earn lots of money. Lots of money. If someone goes Fast Start Silver, the last 10 days of November, it is over $400 that they are earning.
Now that is with the larger combo, the triplex balance.
It's with 150, like a bigger combo. But
Yeah.
yes, it's a big deal. Okay.
Julie, it will be if we sell the heck out of it. That's what Jen said.
Okay. So now that we've gone over the specials, I'm going to ask another question for you to put in the comments. Anybody feeling a little overwhelmed? Put a 3 in the comments if you're feeling a little overwhelmed. Okay. Can I just confess? This is my 8th Black Friday with Plexus, and I battle overwhelm every single year. Okay. Like I'm super excited and this is all really awesome, but also oh my gosh, that's a lot of information. And I have lots of people that I need to reach out to because I've got my current customers and I got my potentials. And then, oh yeah, it's Thanksgiving and I'm supposed to be like making fun family memories with my kids. And right, are you feeling it? Every year I battle this. So our goal for tonight is to help you feel less overwhelmed. So that is our goal. I want to see a 4 in the comments. If you at some point today have thought to yourself, but nobody's spending any money anyways. I'm seeing some head nods, right? Has anybody had that thought of, it's Black Friday, but like, who's going to spend $150? Okay. Michelle, my husband may have said that to me, right? Those thoughts are out there. So I'm going to confess something a little bit embarrassing here. Our vacuum broke at least 6 months ago. It's been a long time, y'all. We've been like using the shop vac. We borrowed my parents' vacuum some. We like walk around the house with a little hand vac. Aaron's laughing. We have 4 kids and a dog. And I have been like team cheap over here, not wanting to buy a vacuum. Guess what we just did with the Black Friday sale? We bought a vacuum. Now, how did Meredith, who's been living in team super cheap for the last year, refusing to buy a vacuum, flip so quickly to, hey, let's buy a vacuum? Because it's Black Friday. Y'all, something about Black Friday puts people in spending money mode. I almost bought something from one of my lip sense girls. I don't need anything. I don't need anything from her, but she's talking about Black Friday and all the doorbusters. And I'm like, oh, maybe I need something from her because it's Black Friday and she has doorbusters, y'all. And I am not somebody that succumbs to peer pressure. Your friends plan on spending money for Black Friday. They have budgeted money that they're going to spend Black Friday because it's such a great deal. They're going to be spending money Black Friday. I would much rather them spend money with you and get something that is truly going to change their lives. Right? So I want us to adopt this. I am doing my friends a favor by sharing about Black Friday with them. And they are going to want to buy these products from me, right? Adopt that mindset, big time. Okay, now, they are so lucky. That's right, Michelle. They are so lucky that you were reaching out to them. You were such a good friend. Here is where I want to get into some nitty gritty because all of us have lots of things going on. Right. I also have Emmeline's birthday on Tuesday. So we've got like Emmeline's Day of Fun and then Emmeline's birthday and then Thanksgiving Eve and then Thanksgiving. And I'm like, oh my gosh. How is all of this going to get done? ELAN. We have to make a plan. Okay. You need a plan for when you're going to work. If you don't plan it, it probably won't happen. You need a plan for what you're going to post. Because the last thing you want to do is be like busy cooking in the kitchen and you get to the end of the day and you have no idea what you're going to post. You need a plan for who you're going to message and what message you're going to send them. And when you have a plan and you can lean on that plan, you can sit down, work your power hour, send your messages to the people you need to send your messages to, and then guess what you're going to do? You're going to walk away, right? You're going to leave your workspace. You're going to close your calendar, right? And you're going to go be present with your family and know that you've done what you needed to do because you blocked out that time. Okay? So let's start with, when are you going to work? I want you to like pull out a calendar, pull out a Post-it note, pull out your phone. When am I going to work over the next week plus? Do you need to spend some extra time this weekend getting things in order? You guys know we're big on you don't work the weekend, but y'all, I'm probably going to be doing some work this weekend, making sure that I'm like ready to go.
Yep. And y'all, so we're gonna tell y'all, we're gonna have some power hours. First one is this. We're gonna be working together Monday morning if you are able. Y'all, kids are home from school. How many of y'all are gonna have kids home from school or be out of town or anything like that? What I have found is it's a lot easier to kind of get that done while everybody's in jammies, you know, watching a movie or something like that. Kim, in the car, or you're gonna be driving, aren't you? Yeah, but you can send voice messages still. I mean, we'll figure it out, but that's where you have to have a plan. So my mom is coming to watch The Boys from 8:30 to 10:30. So I'm gonna go to a coffee shop right down the street. I'm gonna be on getting my project broadcast messages sent out because they're already going to be set to go over the weekend. So I'm carving out time this weekend, and the moment Plexus launches Cyber Week, I'm going to go send. All my lists are going to be ready to go. All of my keywords ready to go. If I'm trying to wait and do that on Monday, chances are it's probably not going to happen until Tuesday night. And then the LTO beanie combo is going to be sold out. And then I'm going to have to rework all my messages. And then you see how the spiral can happen. So we want you to be ahead of the game. So first power hour that we are doing is, Kelly, it's probably not super necessary yet. Typically when people are around senior gold ruby, senior ruby, then we start having the project broadcast conversation. You'll just have your messages ready to go and message your people on your lists.
Monday morning, we're going to have the power hour.
Power hour. I'll be on at 8:30. We'll be on till like noon, probably somebody, because we typically have Ruby call from 11 to 12. And so we'll just kind of be on and keep working. What does your week need to look like though? That's the question. When can you carve out an hour of time on Monday to make sure that you let your customers know about the LTO combos? The main thing Monday is you've got to let your customers know about that opportunity because it will sell out.
I think that's first priority Monday morning. And then I think second priority Monday morning is to start reaching out to your potentials.
Yep. So get it penciled in. Ask for childcare if you need to. If you have a gym that has childcare, take your kids to the gym and sit and work. You don't have to work out. You can just sit and work. I do it all the time. Ask if they can go for a play date at the neighbor's house, right? Like, know that you're going to plan for screen time on Monday, right? Like whatever you have to do to like make yourself not feel like you're living in reaction, plan that in. Monday night, do we have book club? Yes. Okay. So we'll have book club Monday night. Our team will have the huddle that we have.
Our team is having a team call Monday night.
Plan that in, you guys. It's going to feel really hard to do things when your normal routine is out of system. Okay. And so plan those things in. Again, the best advice I can give you also is loop in your shareholders. Okay. What that looks like is me looping in my husband when I need to. So here's my example. On Friday morning, Friday is Black Friday. You better believe that everybody on all of my list is getting some sort of message from me first thing on Black Friday. So it's going to be important. I already know we're going to a wildlife preserve with my family at 10. We have to leave at 9:15. See the back math? So what I need to do is wake up at 6, run to the coffee shop for a little bit, get some things out while my husband gets the kids up and fed. You see how the conversation is going to have to go though? I need his buy-in. He doesn't need to figure that out Friday morning. That doesn't go well in my house, at least. Buy-in, a plan. This is really, really important. So carve out time Monday, carve out time Tuesday, right? Wednesday and Thursday and Friday, y'all, it's going to be hard. Most of my Wednesday is going to be hopefully responding to people and posting. Most of my Thursday will be engagement, sending maybe a Thanksgiving message to my customers and something like that. And then Friday, I'm going to carve out a little time again. And Saturday and Sunday and Monday.
Yeah,
Mary,
that's
what do
my
you-
plan too. I know that I'll put in a lot of time Monday morning and probably Friday morning, because my other time blocks are going to be shorter time blocks, especially with Emmeline's birthday in the mix next week as well. So my goal is to spend this weekend getting like messages, totally like I know what message is going to what group of people, and getting my lists together. I've been working on like identifying which of my potentials are weight loss potentials specifically versus like other health goal potentials, so that I can have messages ready to go for them this weekend. And then I can like crank out messages on Monday. Now, that brings me to Facebook jail, the addendum that we're adding to our conversation tonight. Okay, so Facebook jail sucks. Like it's not fun. It's frustrating. How dare the free marketing tool that we use to grow our business not cooperate with us, right? Like I get it. It's a pain. Here is the reality of it. We are all probably going to deal with some Facebook jail time over the next week or so. You can minimize it by not sending links, not sending graphics, not sending copy paste messages, not sending a whole bunch of messages quickly. Typically what I have found is that I get in Facebook jail if I send over 40 messages to people that I'm not like corresponding back and forth to. So it's like, for some reason, like, I think it was the event link that did a lot of us in, Tracy. For some reason, like I could message Tracy all day long and Facebook doesn't care about that. I could message any of you guys all day long and Facebook doesn't care about that. But when I go send a birthday message to somebody that like I haven't talked to since their birthday last year, like Facebook counts that as a new message, right? And it like, they start keeping track of that. So I am going to do as much work as possible, not on Facebook Messenger. Now I have some potentials that like my only connection with them is on Facebook right now, right? Like that happened to me today. I called Tracy and I was like, Tracy, I can't invite any of these people. Like I can't message them. So you know what we did? Jay messaged them. Jay said, hey, this is Meredith from Jay's account. For some reason, Facebook won't let me message you, but I didn't want you to miss out. Okay. If you're connected with somebody on Instagram and Facebook, guess how you should be messaging them?
Instagram, baby.
Instagram. If you have their phone number and you can text them, text them. When you reach out to your customers about the special, for the love, get their phone number from the back office and text them. Do not waste one of your precious Facebook messages on someone whose cell phone number is in your back office, right? So there are things that we can do to be creative. What do I do when I'm in Facebook jail? If I can't reach out to them in another way, then I just go engage with them on their posts, right? I can go and comment and engage with them on their posts. If I can't text them, if I'm not friends with them on Instagram, if Jay for some reason can't contact them, although he was able to find all my people today, right? Like I go drip, I go engage with them, like Michelle was talking about earlier this week. So Will it be a challenge for us? Sometimes. But here's what I tell myself when I get in that position. The Lord is going to make sure that the people that need this information right now get this information right now.
Another tip is if you have like a hot prospect, like you really, right? We have this people, like I have a couple people, I'm like, I bet they're going to order this next week. I'm going to go in and ask for their cell phone number. Hey, we've got some incredible Black
Yes.
Friday specials. I don't want you to miss. Will you go ahead and shoot me your cell phone number so I can make sure to send you that? Like, get another way to contact them. Okay. I'm actually writing that right here. Do y'all feel like, does anybody have questions about the plan that you have? You feel good about the plan that you have? Hunter.
I have a question, and this might be a conversation we take elsewhere, but when you're talking about Project Broadcast, like, you're sending different groups of people different messages in your Project Broadcast?
Yeah, so we will send you kind of the lists that we have. I have like 60 pretty regular orders. So that message is going to look a little different than what I would send to like people who haven't ordered in a long time. And then I want to make a list of people who would qualify for a new account. Like their account's so old and outdated that they would qualify to get re-enrolled with a new welcome pack. Like you see how those 3 messages are going to look a little bit different.
Yeah.
And so usually, no, I wouldn't. For this, strategically, I want to take the time to do that this weekend. I would also say, Hunter, and this is just knowing your business, great opportunity for taprooting to 2s, 3s, and 4s.
Yeah, I uploaded all of them to my back office last month for whatever we had going on. But
That's where Project Broadcast is really nice, you guys, is once you start having lots of shares and like people who fall off, that there's a team of gold people in your back office that aren't getting taken care of. They're all in my Project Broadcast. Okay, great question, Michelle. We'll get there. Is there anything else on plan, Meredith, or do you want me to talk about goals?
I think the other thing that you want to be planning is what are you going to post?
Oh, yes.
So I'd love to take just a minute or two and let you guys start thinking through that. I know that we've talked about this in general before, but I feel like this becomes especially important on a week like this. One of the things that I find challenging on this week is I still want to be adding value, right? As much as possible. And if you're not careful, it'll end up looking like sale, 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 pick up my family at Thanksgiving, sale, 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 sale. And like none of that adds value. So Tracy and I both, I did it in a note. I had my calendar, but it was just getting too much on my calendar. So like, I just pulled up a note on my phone and was like, you know, this is what I'm posting on Thursday. How often can I go live and what can I go live about? Right. Like, you know, can I go live about cooking in the kitchen with kids, right? And what that looks like? Can I go live about how to get your kids to take a decent picture, right? Like those are some of the ideas that I have that are like kind of, you know, Thanksgiving related that I can go live about to help still be adding value in between sharing about Plexus. And so like making a game plan for what your posts are going to look like. I definitely think if you have not done a teaser post or 2, like I think we need to be doing teaser posts this weekend to get people excited about the Black Friday special starting on Monday. So I did one tonight and I plan on doing at least 1, if not 2 more over the weekend before it starts on Monday. Monday morning, I will probably post like, it's live, it's here, I'm so excited, right? Like I will post something Monday morning, even though Monday evening will be like a family post with Emily's birthday being on Tuesday. Like I'll go ahead and post Monday morning that the sale is live. So
the reason this is so important, because like I'm a wing it girl. You guys know this. But going into a week like this, these are the moments where you wake up on Tuesday and you're like, crud, I haven't posted in 2 days. Or you're like verbatim copying and pasting somebody because you just forgot. You know what I'm saying?
Or all you're posting about is Plexus
Because you didn't make a plan.
because you didn't make a plan.
Yeah. Yeah. So think about that. Meredith and I are both kind of working on our outlines. We can send y'all that to kind of give you an idea of what we're doing. I will be posting more than once a day. I was telling Meredith that I think energy and excitement is palpable, in your stories, on lives, in different ways and different things. That is really, really palpable. I also, y'all, I have to shout out Kim and Michelle. They're the ones I saw vulnerable, engaging, bringing people into a piece of life that they're both walking through right now. Incredible, but not oversharing. Does that make sense? Because there's like a difference there. Some of us just need to be more vulnerable. Some of us need to invite our audience in, right? And so think about how you can do that this week. Engagement posts, right? Which Thanksgiving side would you leave? Oh my gosh, I need new mascara for Thanksgiving dinner. Which is your favorite that I can grab at the local store? Like little things. Oh my gosh, I traveled to Tennessee and forgot my shampoo. What can I get at Walgreens that's not going to damage my hair, right? Like people want to give you their opinion and they want to give you their thoughts. If you haven't posted yet about when do you decorate for Christmas, people love to tell you if you're right or wrong on that one.
I had over 900 views on my live about decorating for Christmas.
Truly.
I don't think I've ever had that many views on anything.
That's incredible. Okay, the next thing we kind of wanted to talk to y'all about is considering your goals. Okay, this might sound really silly. You're like, I want to sign all the VIPs. But Genevieve has really opened my mind to this in a different way. And so I want you to really consider your goals. Now, what goals might you have for the next week, right? It's more than a week. It's like 11 days. It's insane. But how many new VIPs with triplex, balance, and reset do you want to sign? Okay. How many, hear me say this, how many of the larger active lip beanie combos do you want to sell to your current VIPs? Okay, here's one you may not have thought of. And Genevieve blows my mind when she says, no, it should be a goal. How many single bags of active do you want to sell at retail price? How many twin pack of actives do you want to sell? And here's why this is important. When I start considering it this way, I'm like, Michael was interested in active. Wonder if I could sell Michael a bag of active this next week. Probably could if I had a goal for it. But most of the time, I'm only seeing new VIPs as the goal. I'm not considering all of these other things. What are some other goals that you could have for the week ahead that you might not have considered? You can share.
I mean, I'm all about new shares. So I want to help somebody new make $400.
Yep. And that leads to Michelle's question, how can we leverage the double BBBs to encourage new shares now? I think right now, Michelle, how many of y'all know the people in your virtual office that have tiptoed in sharing before and never really done anything with it? It is sending them a voice message tomorrow and asking them if they would want you to help them next week because you are looking to help somebody earn $400. They're not going to do it by accident, right? Now, are we going to come up with a magic post and have that as an option? Bet your freaking booty we're going to, right? And we're going to seek out people who really need this income and want to earn it. That should also be a part of your posting strategy. Christina Williams is one to follow. She's doing an incredible job sharing about the opportunity right now. I started sharing 3 years ago this week. It's what made me move my gaze from Young Living to Plexus Erin. Yes. Was. Okay, what about how many non-subscribers do you want to order? AKA white lines. These are all things to consider. And what I want to challenge you to do is have like a checkbox list. And then as you sell those things, now some of them you're like, I guarantee you, my friend Melissa is going to like see my project broadcast, hop in her virtual office, purchase it and be on her way and never tell me the wiser, because that's literally what she always does. These are things I want to work towards. Does that make sense? I'm not going to know about every single thing. And I'm not going to sit there being like, refresh. Did Cindy order a bag of active? Oh, Cindy ordered something. Let's see. This is like, I'm going to be in pursuit of these things. Does that make sense? Those are bonus. Exactly. And we're not going to check this with like a grade pen and be like, Michelle, did you get your 5 bags of active sold? Like, no, but it gives you margin to work towards. One of the biggest questions on our Jewel call this week was, how do we freaking raise the pay point? Okay. In case you missed it, the pay point, it used to be like $3.20 when Meredith and I started Plexus. It is now.
My first Christmas, they put in their own money to get it up to $3 because it had never been under $3 ever.
Never. Now, there's been restructuring. We've had to change the compensation plan a little bit because of laws, basically.
Also, you didn't used to get points for what was $99 welcome packs. Like
it's like
the lower. Yeah.
But saying that, how do we raise the pay point is by helping more people cross that $150 line. It lowers the pay point when everybody just barely gets commissions qualified. So the way we raise the pay point, hence the triplex and balance combo, it's 130 volume. Okay. That alone is going to help raise the pay point. Okay. So consider these things.
All right. The last thing you wanted to talk about was the Punta Cana game.
Pim here. I just messaged her about this. Pim, will you read your post that I just messaged you that I was like this and hear me say,
I was like,
Hold
what
on.
game? What? Okay.
let me tee this up. How many of y'all are not where you want to be in the Punta Cana contest? Okay. This girl, I'm pointing because you're right here. Not only is she a brilliant business owner and strategist, but she has learned to play the game. Y'all, Kim didn't just come in and naturally sweep every contest or do really well. In fact, you didn't earn Orlando, right? Yeah, she earned first leaders retreat, missed the next one. And she told me, she said, I'm not going to miss another one. I'm not going to. So read the post that you shared that I told you, and then I'll kind of share my insight.
Okay. All right. So I had a picture of everybody that was at Leaders Retreat in Orlando. And then I had a picture of everybody with pictures, my team from last year's Leaders Retreat. I was so proud of each one of them for qualifying for this earned trip and followed along with their posts and stories as I was home with baby Rollin. I knew I was exactly where I was supposed to be, but I promised myself I would never miss out on another future incentive trip like this ever again. The FOMO was so real. With a clear goal, discipline, and a simple system, I knew I would be on this year's trip, and it happened. I worked hard to play hard on this beautiful cruise with my beautiful friends. Now that I know what to do to earn a spot, my next goal is taking more friends with me. My prayer is that if you are reading this post or you followed along with my stories over the past few days and had the same FOMO I felt last year, reach out. I know exactly what it takes, and I know we can make it happen for you too.
Okay. How many of you like make it mean something about you, whether you do or you don't? What if I told you this contest, it's a game? It doesn't mean anything about you. Okay. Y'all, Kim has learned how to play the game. And she's sitting over there with, once your credits get updated, it'll be like over 1,000, right? Yeah, over 1,000. Y'all, Kim doesn't have a ton of business builders. She wouldn't tell you that she's in massive momentum. What she has done is she has learned to play the game. And she has learned to almost disconnect herself and what that game means about her or doesn't mean about her. And she came up with a plan and she's doing it and she's earning it. And what she said in that post is basically this: I've learned how to play the game and I can help you do it too. Now, I say this because I know that you all want to be in Punta Cana, okay? But sometimes we sit in inaction because we're so afraid that we're not going to achieve the goal that we have. So we just self-sabotage. You guys, if your credits aren't where you want them to be right now, and Punta Cana is looking very far off and like it may not happen, you've got to shift and you've got to play the game. The game is enrollments, retention, and duplication. That's the game, okay? It is helping people order with $150. That's the game. It is helping people get retention orders in of $150. It is turning a $0 order into a $60 order. That is the game. And some of us don't play the game because we're just taking the punishment. My business isn't where I think it should be. My business isn't where I want it to be. Well, if I had more sharers, I would be there. Well, if I. Guys, there will come a day, hear me say this, there will come a day when these contests, they do naturally happen for you, okay? There will come a day because you guys are building rock solid businesses with multiple shares. For a lot of y'all, that day of it naturally occurring is not there yet, and you have to play the game. So that's your other assignment for this week. What games do you need to play in the 14 days ahead to end November where you want to end? We've got retention. We've got LTOs. We've got the triplex and balance combo. We've got duplication. Who can you help earn $400 this week? We've got new enrollments, triplex and balance with a free reset. Game, set, match. It's your turn. What I want each of you to be able to say as we head into the new year is I freaking played the game. That's what this is, y'all. Don't let it mean something about you. Whether you did or didn't earn the cruise, you just didn't know how to play the game yet.
And you're not supposed to win the game in the first quarter or the second quarter or the third quarter, right? Like they structured this game. Genevieve said that on the Jewel call, right? Like they don't want people winning the whole thing in the first month. Like if that's the case, it's not stretching you.
Yeah.
And the purpose of these contests are to stretch you and reward you. Right. And so like they don't want you earning it without having to stretch and grow. You're not supposed to be at 1250 yet. Do you know when you need to be at 1250? December 31st. And until then, like you still got time left in the game.
Truly. And the best thing about this game, y'all, is it does grow your business.
100%.
Every action, enrollment, retention, duplication, it grows your business.
Tracy, it's $60 is how they get the lower points for Punta Cana, right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't
I
mind.
think so too. Do you know what's $64? The twin pack of Active. Right? So if you can't get them to 150 or you can't get them to 100, can you get them to buy a twin pack of the Blackberry Clementine Active? Because you're going to get some points for that too.
Yeah. Oh, I know the last thing I was going to share.
Great. Take it away.
You
got 2 minutes.
Typically what happens on Black Friday, I'm just going to tell you all, this is what happens every year. Discounts discount. It's Black Friday. Y'all, I'm telling you, I'm waiting for it. Meredith, quote me. It's going to be blowing up. And Allie and Meredith and I just sit with our popcorn watching the Jewel chat threads. We're like, what in the world is happening here? So here's what I want you to consider, okay? Is there a discount that you, because you are a business owner, would like to offer customers on Black Friday? I thought personally, I've got some money in my PayPal, pay portal. I keep saying Paylution, but it's not that anymore. My pay portal. And I thought could be fun to offer like $5, $10 off vouchers to the first 5 people who order something. Like there would be a margin for that, right? But like something like that, I thought that could be fun and I would feel good about that. So just consider, is there something that I need to do as a business owner to do this? We don't want you to miss this. Black Friday, Cyber Monday are the biggest sales days of the year. And too many times in this business, you guys, I would wake up on Tuesday after Cyber Monday and think, I don't know what everybody's talking about. That wasn't that great. And it's because I didn't have this. I didn't have this help, this assistance, this structure. Everybody was already with families. And I just figured, well, it must not be that big of a deal with Plexus. Let me tell you this, it's a big deal to us. It's a big deal to Meredith and I that you don't wake up next Tuesday morning and think, well, that wasn't that big of a deal. Guess I missed it. Wait till next year, see what happens, right? Black Friday is the biggest sales day of the year still. People are looking to spend money, so give them ideas of how to spend it and help them get started on these products that we know are going to change their lives. And then leverage that excitement, have them post and turn this into the magic of 2020. Because y'all, while that was company, that was us. It was us being excited and being willing and vulnerable to help people earn the money that they needed.
And do you know how much they made? I'm like 95% certain. Do you know how much money they made if they signed 3 back in 2020 when everything blew up? Do you know how much money it was?
$400. Yep.
It's what got me Leslie.
$400 is Christmas for your family.
Yep.
Let's help people do that, y'all.
We're here. We're with you. We're in the trenches. We will be on Zoom a lot tomorrow, this weekend, Monday, Tuesday. Reach out when you have questions, lean on each other, share messages, share post ideas. Here is going to be my challenge for you. Before you end your day tomorrow, I want to make sure that you have a power hour plan and a posting plan. Before Monday, you need to have your list of customers and the messages that you want to send them and when. I'm going to say that again. Before the end of the day tomorrow, I want you to have a power hour plan and a posting plan. When am I working and what am I posting? Before the end of the weekend, I want you to have your list of customers and what messages you're going to send them and when. That way, when everything launches on Monday, you are calm, you are prepared, you are excited, you are not frantic, you are not overwhelmed, you are not frazzled or sazzled or whatever somebody said earlier. Like you're ready to do this.
Tomorrow, I'll let y'all know what time. I'll hop on Power Hour. For those of y'all who are not using Project Broadcast, which is a lot of you, I'll show you in the virtual office how to export your list that includes phone numbers so that you can print that out and just have that right there to cross through people as you go. So I'll do that tomorrow. I'll let you know what time when I look at my calendar. Okay, Mary, you want to close this out?
Yep. Mary Carmen, I know you want the list. Would you guys rather me put that? I'm going to put it in the frenzy chat. I forgot the focus in the frenzy. I'll put the list in that chat for you guys. Okay, let me pray us out. Lord, thank you so much for these amazing men and women that we get to do this with. God, it does my heart so good to see so many people who want to help others and are willing to get uncomfortable and are willing to grow and to do the hard things in order to help other people and build a life of their dreams. They encourage and inspire me daily, and I'm just so thankful for them. Father, I pray that you will be with us over the next 2 weeks or so as we really work to take advantage of all that corporate is doing for us for Black Friday. And Lord, like we know there are so many people out there that need exactly what we have to offer. And so we just pray that you will help them to see our posts, help them to see our messages, keep us out of Facebook jail, Lord. Give us the wisdom and the discernment to know what to share and when to share it. Help us to have good conversations with our stakeholders, our family members, to know when we're going to work. Help us to approach this special season as an opportunity to walk in boldness and service and just love others well and bring so much value to them that they want to be a part of what we have to offer. Lord, we ask that you will enlarge our territory in the next 2 weeks and that you will help us reach our goals. It's in your son's name that we pray. Amen.
Amen. Good night,
We
y'all.
love you guys.